ABC Transport started in 1998 in Alice Springs. Started in 2017 with Primary Connect. Originally, the discussions were around a way to get fresh produce into that northern zone of Australia. And we put it to Woolworths that we could do the job with 2 up drivers and get fresh produce to Darwin in 2 days. Produce was fresher, customers were happier, everybody was pretty happy about it.
It is a 2 up operation, it's an express operation. They'll generally drive, 4.5 hours, and then they'll swap over and they'll do their checks, check their tyres. Obviously the drivers are monitoring the temperatures. Your trailers are running on airbag suspension, whereas the train's obviously on the rails. The rail feels everything, every bump, and it's just a time factor, it's their shelf life. We're getting them up there in give or take 36 hours. Rail's not too far behind it, but then you've got that extra time of having to deliver it to rail, to get it on the rail, gets to Darwin, obviously deliver it off the rail to the stores, whereas the express trucks can just go straight into Darwin, and then the local guys just grab a trailer and straight down to the store.
The relationship between Primary Connect and ABC has grown significantly in the last 6 years since their first contract came in place. ABC Transport are always incredibly reliable at being able to provide us support through unexpected challenges, whether it be weather contingency or rail outages.
If we need additional help with a rail outage, they drive everything up that we need. Pick up the phone, make a phone call to our list of contacts and gets the ball rolling, and without the drop of a hat, happy to help.
For the line haul trucks, we rely upon a Guardian seeing eye unit. The driver, if he does happen to close his eyes for a certain period, the safety alarms will go off. There'll be an audible alert. The cameras, forward and facing cameras, where we can see right down to the 3rd trailer. And it's important that we have the confidence in the drivers and they have the confidence in driving our units.
They're looking to all sorts of ways to make things safe for the drivers as well, with equipment wise, and if there's any problems, we address it to them and on the notice board.
So everything that happens is an onboarding. So with our woolies, we work in with their safety policies and procedures. Well, it starts with management and communication. So obviously with our line haul team, the depot manager here, and communication with down south, making sure we get those little things right. And we're very clear on how these moving parts work, and we distribute that to the guys, communication to the guys.
We have local drivers here that will preload trailers for drivers that have done their fatigue courses and all that, so everybody gets to have their time off.
Basically put the required equipment in the back and just run a pre-trip on the fridge motor to make sure the fridges are all good to go. We just check the temperatures are sitting at +2. The main fridge on the front of the trailer cools the front section, and then we can separate it with chiller mats if you're running 2 temperatures. So if you might have +2 at the front and ambient behind it.
I do all the local distribution, all the deliveries or pickups. Usually I speak to their local guys organising trailers to take down, dropping them there for them to load. We do that every day. There's trailers that go down on a daily basis.
With the trucks, they're rolled over the pits or serviced every trip. So a round trip's just a smidge over 6,000 kilometres, so that they're given a safety check and a minor service. The trailers will generally go through the shed once a month. We have a board upstairs that tells us when they're due for a service.
There's magnets for every trailer, to Darwin and Alice Springs, and we've got the southbound board truck trailers all coming back out.
Coming back, it's pretty much the same. We can bring the produce back for Primary Connect and deliver it straight to wherever they might want it to go, so that it's distributed throughout Australia.
I have a good communication with drivers, and then we have a good mutual respect things, good and a clear communication with them. sometimes I take them as a like friend and as a colleague, and yeah, that thing. So we must love each other, isn't it?
We're full of pride for the fact that we've done a good job and we've dealt with a very important and prestigious company in this journey that we've made to make that produce in Darwin fresher and better for those customers up there.
Something that we're very, very proud of. Obviously that we can offer Woolworths that security and the comfort that it's a very high maintained fleet, therefore a safe fleet.